Hello. What? Hello. Wait, hold on. There we go. Okay. Welcome back. Oh shit, I forgot to turn on debugger. Hold on. I forgot to set something up. So the problem with Pokemon games is that whenever like you go into the game, like it switches from Wi-Fi mode to local communication mode. But when it does, because the streaming footage is coming from Wi-Fi, if it does that, like the streaming stops. So I have to like manually mod it so that the streaming doesn't stop. Sounds complicated, but hello ZJZR08. We're gonna try to finish the game today, okay? We for last stream we got to the Snowy City, which is the final city before the Elite Four, and this is our current team actually. So for people who's new to the stream, we have Nagulo the Lapras, Hal Jordan the Venusaur, Floopy Dick the Mr. Mime, Fistofurry the Lucario, Brie Larson the Delphox, and Fix the Pidgeot. What is the Sasibaka? I have a bit of a runny nose today, so I might be sneezing a bit, so I apologize if that happens sometimes. But something I can't control. We have to do this woods thing first. Toughest twins in the world. I think Tate and Lisa will say different. They have a cold because I feel like the common cold is spreading a lot. I don't think it's a cold. It's just like during this time of year when the weather gets colder, I have like when they're like during autumn and spring, I have like running noises. It's been like that since I was a baby. It's a curse I cannot get rid of. Hello, Gizmo. Hey. Maple says, "Hey Guillermo, I just want to stay. I don't want to get spoiled because I haven't played this game yet. So bye for now." I mean, there's not much to spoil. We're gonna beat the champion in Elite Four. That's like in every Pokemon game. There is no twist like in Black and White. I guess that's just twist. That there is no twist. Hello, Jamar. Bonjour. It's not Portuguese. You're supposed to be French. I mean, the opposite way. This is like Lost Forest, Lost Woods in Zelda. So I guess it's not a Kanto reference, it's a Zelda reference, Hyrule reference, I guess. The reference to the story. I mean, we already beat Lysandre, so there's not much left. Also, I think it's a she, but whatever. Anyways, how did you guys enjoy the latest video? Like, I finally got some good. The latest video got some good traction from the algorithm. So I wonder if I can show you this on my phone. But the recent Pokemon brands video, it's the fastest that I've ever got views in like the first couple of days, like on my channel. It's the okay. It's actually not the fastest. The fastest is I am not enjoying Pokemon Arceus, but that video was very like quick and done with. It was like okay. So number one is the first impressions video of Lens Arceus, and number two is currently how Pokemon became a brand. Die. Maybe can we get the Earthquake TM? Because I would love an Earthquake TM. I can't stop teeing. Are you Michael Jackson? God damn it. I hate my nose. Must be the big answer to everyone's question why Pokemon is soulless these days. I think I word like everyone knew that. It's a fact everyone knows, but people could like word it into a sentence, and my video helped that. Hello, Michelle. Haha, Among Us meme. Haha. Haha, sus. So funny, guys. And I believe I already got the encounter in this place. So yeah, this feels like Lost Woods, you know? This place feels like it should be like the start of the game though. Like it doesn't match like feeling, it doesn't feel like it should belong in like at the later part of the game. I just found your channel. Good commentary on the state of Pokemon Company. Good job. Thank you, Josiah Fitch. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You can join our Discord channel if you want to talk more to me. God damn, I hate. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet looks like a 5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 game. I mean, that's much like, that's pretty high for a Pokemon game these days. So how do you feel about the Mario movie trailer? I mean, I think except for Chris Pratt, I'm pretty sold on it. I'm gonna probably go watch it. Like the animation looks really good. Like I was surprised because it's by fucking Illumination, which I think is a pretty shitty animation company. They made the Minions movies, which is pretty shit. So but like the animation at like Jack Black as Bowser was really good. I couldn't even like, if nobody told me that was Jack Black's voice, I would never guess that it was him. Like he actually sounds like a completely different person, like compared to his roles like Poe in Kung Fu Panda. Do I need cut in this place? This place is a maze. Oh, there we go. Pokemon Village. So we're gonna come back here and catch Mewtwo later. At least it's not Pikachu Village in Alola and USUM. No, bye-bye, Gizmo, hey. It's a me, Star-Lord. What's iconic Star-Lord lines are there? It's a dancing man. And he dances in front of Ronan the Accuser. Where's Gamora? What other lines? You killed my mother. Oh, there's also Owen Grady in Jurassic World series. Whoa, blue. I can't. How do you do Italian accent for that? Let me actually get the encounter. Oh, that'd be pretty funny. Well, the Star-Lord, like, I don't think like Star-Lord has a lot of iconic lines. Fucking Among Us, really. Got a nice look, alright. Yeah, it looks pretty good, but like a lot of people got angry today because it was announced that all the console versions, even the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions, they're gonna run at 60 frames. They're not gonna run at 60 frames. They're gonna run at 30 frames, which is pretty bullshit. Oh my god, the meme mon har har. Question: do you care if the Toads from the Mario movie would have a lot more stylized variety like the Mario RPG games? I think that's a good idea because they all look the same. It'll be pretty weird. They all look the same. Oh my god, is that Snorlax? Oh yeah, also I'm gonna, oh yeah, I forgot to do this. I'm gonna change the time on my 3DS because recently when I was looking through the footage, I realized that so the entire, because I keep streaming at night, like most of my like gameplay, like it takes place during the night, so I don't want all my footage to be dark, so I want to change my system settings. Hold on. Today's date. Let's make it a Wednesday or something, because I want to see what was like. So what, like, there? I think certain items like different during like the clothes shop, so we can change that. Let's do it. 12:55. Why not? Oh, I remember from Guardians of the Galaxy is the middle finger of Jack in the Box. Wait, what? Did my 3D scratch? Never mind. I think I need to turn on the homebrew for streaming again because I changed settings. Hold on. There you go. I think if they don't make Toads look different, it's gonna be like, I'm afraid about the minions are gonna be like the Toads are gonna become the minions, you know, annoying brats that look all the same, and even the minions, like they try to make the minions look different with like small variations, like one only has one eye and one has two eyes, and So what do you think of the review of this game? What does that mean? That doesn't make any sense. Are you asking me how am I going to review this game? Or have my opinions changed? Is there a mini game here? Oh. Dude, where is your Pengsu doll? It's it's right here. My beloved Pengsu is here. I'm trying to ask how the game is. I mean, it's more fun than I had on like playing BDSP Legends Arceus. I'll give you that. I wonder if I can catch the Snorlax, but I doubt it because we already caught one. So. Oh my god, the camera like goes crazy here. Pengsu looks a bit cursed. Hey, what's so wrong about Pengsu? He has some creepy eyes, but that's about it. He's very like comfy and I'll admit he looks kind of scary at night. But Pengsu has a pretty funny voice. Like look him up on YouTube. He has his own channel, and he has a funny voice and personality. Like, he's like different from like say Kumamon, you know, the Japanese character that looks kind of similar with the bear. Because Kumamon doesn't talk, but Pengsu does talk. When does Spain Pokemon release date? It's in November. November 19th, I believe, or 18th, I think. I don't have Waterfall, so... This is the unknown dungeon. Okay, I guess we're gonna go in there after Pokemon and put the Kanto reference counter up after we beat the game. And let's go to the gym. That's pretty funny arms too. He's like basically he's like the size of a baby, so he's very like when you lie down, it's very fun to hug him. Where's the gym? Nah, I should take it back. Pengsu's actually pretty cute. He's pretty cute. I mean, his eye looks pretty like it looks derpy. Like at first it might look scary, but he looks like he has like a derpy face. That's kind of funny. And he has a very funny voice too, so like it goes well with the derpy voice. I mean the derpy face. And I have so many counters to the ice types, so I'm not worried about this gym at all. I feel like your favorite Pokemon, the Quick Ball over the Master Ball. I mean, Master Ball you can only get one. Quick Ball you can get any time. It's the easiest. Like it's like the convenient to catch wild Pokemon. So, what can I say? I like Sneasel. Very cute Pokemon. Die. I mean, it's not Peng Su with a U. It's Pengsoo. Why the hell is her name Brie Larson? I thought it was pretty funny because like the middle evolution of Delphox, which is I forgot the name. What was Delphox before? Brixen, yeah. Brixen is like a pretty it's like furry based Pokemon where everyone like it's for furries. And I named it Brie Larson, who's a woman that's hated a lot online, so I thought it was pretty funny naming it. PNGSO. Yes, that is correct. Wait, what does the button do? Oh, okay, this is how it works. I mean, the gym mechanics in this game is pretty cool, so... Hello, Real Solid. Welcome. Your views on Pokemon are interesting. They're not very black and white. I mean, there are modern Pokemon games that I like aspects about, and I like Oras a lot, and I don't like black and white that much, even though I think it's a good game. What do you think of Iono and Bellyfrog? Okay, Bellyfrog looks pretty nice. I think it's a pretty cute design for a new Pokemon. But Iono, I cannot stand. Like I had a big rant on Twitter, so if you want to go see that, but I find her so creepy. Her design is like, I find her like, I really hate her design. Like her teeth is the most creepiest. Like she has like the VTuber shark thingy like teeth. It's like someone decided to let's make Bella Delphine into that shark VTuber. Like I don't know who at Game Freak thought that was a good idea, but. Like, Iono can go burn in hell. Like, if it wasn't for my job, I wouldn't have bought Scarlet and Violet, but I still might have considered buying it. But now, after seeing Iono, like, if it wasn't for my job, I'll 100% not buy the game because she scared the shit out of me. Does Genius Sonority even exist anymore? I actually have no idea. Can you look that up? Are you ready to ride a living bike in Gen 9? I'm just not ready for Gen 9 in general. There we go. No? Okay, this is a pretty trickier puzzle than I thought it was gonna be. Why is she so popular on Rule 34? I haven't checked her Rule 34 because I find it fucking creepy. We need someone to make a list of similarity between Gyurem and Iono. Number 1, we're both humans. Number 2, we make videos online. Number 3, we both have belly buttons, I guess. I'm pretty sure she has a belly button. I think I got it. Man, these puzzles are trickier than I thought. There we go. Remember when Pokemon puzzles actually felt like puzzles? Pepper's Farm remembers. I will say, like, X and Y feels like the last classical Pokemon game. I mean, I guess like USM like because I mean it's the last new gen to have a new national dex to have all Pokemon. I mean, there's ORAS, but I'm just meant like new installments, but. And like all the gyms feel like classical. Like Sun and Moon, they try to mix it up with no gyms, but this game's like traditional 8 gyms, 4 Elite 4 and 1 champion. So and classic just 1 villain. So there's no twist with the villain, just straightforward team Flare is the villain. Like it feels like the last classic Pokemon game. If Pokemon went to shit. Gen 7 just Island Trial, Gen 8 Gym Leader. Is there a puzzle? I didn't play it yet. What do you mean? I used to ask you if there is puzzles in Gen 7 Island Trials and Gen 8 Gym Leaders because there. I mean, like Gen 7 Island puzzles are like pathetic. Like they're so bad. They're embarrassingly bad. The Gen 8 also puzzles are just embarrassingly bad too. So. Gen 7 had all Pokemon too, but it didn't have any national decks. That's what I meant. Game, there's like the 7-hour analysis of ORAS I've been made. Yeah, I know that, but I haven't watched it because I have better things to do in my life than watch 7 hours someone talk about Pokemon. You know? What do you think of the new Scarlet and Violet gameplay? I didn't watch it because I don't fucking care about the game. Broke buying Pokemon, woke buying Pokemon, but making money off of it. That's me right there, making videos. Like I don't feel too bad about buying like these shitty Pokemon games these days because I know I'm gonna make my money back by making videos off of it. It's just kind of funny. That's like only one perk. Pokemon being bad. Like I can make a lot of videos ranting, you know. If Pokemon was good, like, I think YouTube, like my YouTubers like me will like get less views. So maybe I'm actually secretly wanting Pokemon to fail for my self-interest, you know. Food for thought. Please don't spoil anything about the new games. Spoilers. It's gonna be shit. Aha! I spoiled it for you. Now deal with it. Go cry. It's gonna be really bad. It's gonna have really bad graphics. It's gonna have a really shitty post game. It's gonna be have really shitty cutscenes. There's gonna be really many annoying characters. It's gonna be awesome. There's gonna be some shitty twisted villain. It's not gonna have all Pokemon. There's gonna be lazy animation. They're gonna cut corners of animation and story. And I bet you the open world will be shit. Is that enough spoiling for today? Can watch it 2 times. Yeah, but that's still 3 hours of my life. I don't think I even need to heal for this guy. This guy is like such a bitch. He's such a wuss. Like I don't even need to go back to Pokemon Center for this guy. I'm just gonna check like what this team does in case though. Okay, he has Abomasnow, Cryogonal, and Avalog. I at least appreciate Legends Arceus gave Avalog a new form. Like Avalog was like forgotten after X and Y, but at least Legends Arceus gave it some love. I remember playing X and Y and being amazed by the 3D models, transferring Pokemon just to see what they look like. That's exactly me too, actually, I'm going to talk about that in the video, but when Pokemon X and Y came out, I had so much fun using the Pokemon Bank before ORAS came out to see what the old Pokemon looked like in 3D. Like, oh my god, what would Gen 5 Pokemon look like? I was so curious, like... Final Gen Leader. And I think the battle, the battle missions look pretty good for the game, like because it's a 3DS game. Like 3DS games look kind of like it looks. I think Pokemon X and Y, like all the 3DS Pokemon games, look pretty good for its system. Like compared to like other games, like the Fire Emblem 3DS games look like it's like eye rape compared to this because it looks so bad. The only like 3DS games I could think of that have better graphics than Pokemon X and Y and the Gen 7 games is probably the Zelda games and the Mario games, but that's like high quality Nintendo, so. Fun fact, Obama Snow has only 3 moves. He has only Ice Beam, Ice Shard, and Energy Ball. That's so pathetic. I'm gonna just Fire Blast and one-shot this thing. Yeah, the Gen 7 games look really good. Like, even Smash Bros. Like 3DS looks pretty bad. But I give it some leeway because that's to run at 60 frames, like, because it's a fighting game, but, like I would argue, like, USUM and even this X and Y looks pretty good for it, like, compared to, Smash Bros. 3DS. Kirby games, actually the Kirby games look pretty good. I actually forgot about them. Thanks for reminding me. Yes, the Kirby games look pretty good, but I think the Kirby games always looked good for its system, you know? Like the Kirby games, like on, I mean, Kirby Forgotten Land on Switch looks fucking amazing, so. Does any of the team have water moves? They don't. Even like Cryogonal, like, it's a ghost type, it's a ghost Pokemon, but doesn't have any ghost type moves. Look at that. One-shotting everything. This guy's such a puss. Impressive! New Pokemon fought with great courage. I can tell you that you trained your Pokemon well. The only problem I have with Pokemon X and Y's graphics is that I can't show this on my new 2DS, but apparently if you play on the old 3DS and the old 3DS XM models, if you put the 3D on, like the game lags, like the frame rate drops to like 50 frames per second, and you can only turn them in. You can only turn it on in battle. So that was kind of a problem. Like, I remember people getting angry over that because oh, it's just 3D. Yeah, you can't even play the Pokemon 3DS games on 3D. I'm like, but 3D sucks. like 3D sucks, man. Like I really do not like 3DS. Like it's a good system, but I really fucking hate the 3D gimmick. It just feels like Miyamoto basically watched Avatar 2009 and said maybe 3D is the next biggest thing, but he didn't realize that smartphones would become the next biggest thing, and like the 3DS was like basically the 3DS was done with 3D after 3D Land. And, like, no one gave a shit about 3D like after 3D Land. Like I remember most of the people who I knew like who played 3DS didn't even like never turned the 3D like on. Anyway, hello plus C. Yeah, this guy's a joke. Nobody used this 3D gimmick. Exactly. Yeah, that's so I really can't get angry over that. Like, I really blame Nintendo's fault for making this like console have a shitty gimmick. So, like, I can't really blame the Game Freak for like not being able to deliver on this 3D. You know. Where's the Pokemon? There it is. The 3D gimmick is as good as motion controls. I disagree. I think the motion controls can work for shooter games actually, because actually when you're trying to play a first-person shooter on a console or trying to aim like on Breath of the Wild, motion control helps a lot. But that's like the only place that helps with motion control. That place actually helps the game. 3D never helped. Like I beat Super Mario 3D Land on my 2DS just fine. Like it's such a dumb gimmick. Like it never needed like 3DS like 3D gimmick. Like I think they should just should have made a Nintendo DS but with like larger screen with no 3D gimmick. It just made it a bit more powerful. Have you ever considered getting a capture card? I have, because like NTRCSW is a bit of it's not as reliable. It's very buggy. The problem is capture cards for DS are very expensive. I'll probably have to spend like a couple $100 on it on eBay, and like just buying that in general is like expensive, but having that delivered to Korea is such a pain in the butt. So no, I'm probably not gonna get it unless someone's willing to donate for me, like for very cheaply. I mean, because from what I heard, like there was only like 2 guys in the world who made like capture cards for 3DSs, and like they stopped making that like in 2016. So there's only a limited amount of like 3DSs that have capture cards left. So what's your rating on X and Y from 0 to 10, and when is the review coming out? Our review is coming out before the month ends. Okay, I am still working on the script. But I'm almost done with the thumbnail, and the hardest problem I always have with the reviews is coming up with an intro. But I already came up with that, so it's pretty good. Anyways, my rating on it. Okay, so if Pokemon Black and White 2 is a 10, Pokemon USU and BDSP is a 0, and Pokemon Oras is an 8, and Pokemon Emerald is a 9. Probably like 6. Maybe 6. Yeah, probably 6. Have you tried Ocarina of Time from Zelda? Of course I have. I've played the original Zelda, and I've played the 3DS remix too, and I love the 3DS remix. I beat them twice. 4 times technically, because I played the Master Mode too. I really like Zelda games. It's like I mean, I love Zelda like almost more than Pokemon, but problem is like there's not much to talk about Zelda. They're just too good. Like, what's there to talk about Zelda these days? And I'm pretty sure I got the encounter in this route, so this doesn't count. Fucking, why are there so many areas of cut? That's... Oh my god, I can't move these without using cut. Very good music. Oh my god, let's see how much this game lags with the Cypher Wings. Look at how laggy that... Oh my god, that's pretty funny. No, I've already been to this route because I know it because of I already beat some of the trainers here. I have to battle this guy. It's like the first time in the series you have to battle the gatekeeper. Why does everyone hate on the Let's Go games? I actually do like the Let's Go games. I mean, they're not really good compared to like... I give it like a 5 out of 10, but they're good compared to like anything. They're the best Switch Pokemon games in my opinion. So but okay, so in the recent video I said Pokemon Let's Go was a baby's first Pokemon game that was just cashing on Kanto nostalgia. I barely talked about game, but I just mentioned that briefly, and then I saw a comment, I thought you liked Let's Go games, why are you being a hypocrite? Like, I wanted to address that here, and if the guys who wrote that comment, you can hear me answer that, but I was talking about the business side of Pokemon in that video, not the games themselves, not the game's quality themselves. Like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was a fine game, but they were completely unnecessary as a business mod. Like, they were so shitty compared, like, in a business sense. Like, they didn't need to exist. They only existed to cash in the Let's Go people market. Like, it's not. I'm not saying that video wasn't meant to like hate on the Let's Go games, you know. Like, some of these comments, like, there were so many like because my recent video got a lot of like some traction. Like, I saw some brain dead comments, to be honest. Pokemon has always been a brand. Why are you acting like it changed or any different? Like, I'm pretty sure these motherfuckers didn't like watch till the end of the video. I literally said in the video later, like, Pokemon has always been like a heavily merchandised franchise, but it didn't feel like a brand because it felt like the games had quality put it into it, and didn't and like the merchandise were like spin-offs. Like, growing off of the games, but now the merchandise and the business side of Pokemon has taken over the games, and that was the point of the video. Not that Pokemon should never be merchandisable. Like there are so many brain dead comments in the recent video. Like, I'm pretty, like, go attack them, please. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I need to go back to heal. That guy was pretty strong with the Kingdra. I can't get over how saturated some Pokemon in 3D look. I kind of disagree on that because the entire game feels to have a saturated look. That's like the entire look of the Gen 6 and 7 games. I think it looks pretty fine because I think the Pokemon models in this game was supposed to feel like cell shaded. Like I like noticed that mostly with Golbat's design in 3DS. This game, like the Pokemon models in this game are meant to be cell shaded designs. So they look kind of washed out because it's supposed to be because of that. Like it's not because the Boohoo Game Freak looks bad at graphics. I think it's the art style and I mean the game overall looks pretty vibrant. I think it's like the Pokemon are supposed to be washed out so they kind of look different from the environment. I think that's what they were going for because like the Auras and USM looks very vibrant in color, like the overworld, but the Pokemon's models look washed out, and I think that was like a design choice, not a incompetency. So like I like. Yay! All the gym badges. It actually looks kind of cool. I didn't remember this place was even a thing. And the music in this game is pretty amazing actually. The soundtrack for Victory Road and X and Y is actually in Smash Ultimate, so it's pretty decent. The Pokemon were supposed to be inspired by the Kensugi Mori art style color scheme. I mean, if that's the case, that makes sense because Kensugi Mori has a very like water paint color theme to it, so if that's what I mean, it's a design choice. It's not a bad thing. Like Pokemon having bad animations is incompetency, but like Pokemon having like washed out colors, I've seen people like complain about that, but I'm like, that's the design choice, not a incompetency. That's like just, it's not. It's just. For such a shitty bosses, like, hey, I like the music in this game. It's fucking amazing. Like the Victory Road theme is pretty good. Like after like Ruby and Sapphire, like put up like this bar for like good Elite Four and Victory Road music has been pretty high, but except for the Sinnoh games, they've been doing a pretty banging job doing it. Like Unova Victory Road theme is pretty amazing. The Califo is pretty good. Even the Alola one's pretty good. I guess the only problem was the Sinnoh. I mean, Sinnoh had the worst Victory Road theme. I mean, that's a given, right? Is any Sinnoh stan gonna get angry over that I shot on the Victory Road theme in that game? Like, it's so bad. Like, it doesn't feel like Victory Road. It feels like some cave. It's like doon do 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 do. Does it doesn't feel like Victory Road. As a Sinnoh stand, nope. Yeah, God didn't even have a Victory Road. At least USUM, like, one good thing, at least they fixed was that they actually made Victory Road into a pretty epic place. Oh my god. I underestimated the game. I didn't think this guy would have Earthquake. I thought like he would have some shitty move like he dig or something because it's because this game's so easy. I didn't think you have Earthquake there. Oh my god, I underestimated the game. That was, oh my god, that was so stupid. If it was a different guy, I would have switched out, but I thought I didn't think this guy would have Earthquake. Oh my god. Well, I don't think that it would have, Lucario would have died because of the critical hit. Like, Lucario was also pretty high level, so I thought well, rip. Why did you Mega Evolve? Because the animation takes too long. Pangzu, what are you supposed to gonna do? Oh no. Well, that sucks. Well, he's dead. Fist of Fury is dead. F in the chat for Fist of Fury. God damn it! I don't have a fighting type now. What's harder, Pokemon Let's Go or X and Y? Probably. Okay, so if you don't know, in Pokemon Let's Go, Pokemon Let's Go don't have wild Pokemon battles, right? So apparently, because when I first played the game, I actually had a problem with Erika's gym because I didn't catch enough Pokemon and didn't get enough EXP. So like Erika's like like 6 levels above me, so I actually had a problem with Erika because I was too lazy to catch Pokemon, and the game actually gets pretty hard if you don't catch Pokemon, and then you become underleveled because you don't battle like if you just like, skip trainers. But if you catch Pokemon, like it becomes pretty easy. So why not close combo with Mega? Because the animation takes too long. Time to go back. I underestimated game. That's what I literally just said. Anyways, I need to change the text. I didn't think he would have Earthquake, so I just was taking it slow. I have the same problem with Surge, but I haven't played since. Understandable. What this game has had a graphic? Let's Go or Scarlet and Violet? Let's Go, because everything's small and miniature, and trying not to be a big open world game when they don't have the competency skills to do that. Psyduck's dead. Why are you taking? Ugh. Bye, Lucario. I just realized we killed 2 fighting type Pokemon. That's not good. Sandslash, maybe. Maybe we should bring back Goodra. Let's Go games like graphically looks pretty competent. And like I thought Pokemon had a bright future on the Switch because I thought Let's Go games looked pretty good, but I was thinking it could have been better because like it's a rushed game, obviously. Because I felt like it was a 3DS game upscaled, but still it's pretty decent. So I was like, huh, I hope the next real Pokemon game is pretty good looking. And then Sword and Shield came out. Where is the daycare center in this game? I forgot. Where's the daycare? What the hell? Oh, there it is. Scarlet and Violet looks decent in certain parts and others don't. Honest question, if Game Freak pulled a Sonic Mania, let fans make their game, do you think it will be better than the previous games? Oh yeah, because fans actually care about the games. But I think it'll never happen because Pokemon is an RPGs. Okay, so Sonic is a platform game, right? It's completely different from a fan making a new platform level for a Sonic game that is from designing an entire world on Pokemon with new Pokemon design. And like you have to write new stories and stuff. Like Sonic just. Wait, do I have Golduck? Oh, never mind. Golduck's still here. I don't have a good fighting type. That's not good. I'm gonna put Sand Slash in there. Scarlet and Violet has some of the worst whiplash with art direction. Their close look details, some Pokemon have different textures, but the environments, especially the grass, look bad. The some Pokemon lack detail. Exactly, because you know why? They're rushing and cutting corners. That's why. They only completed part of the graphics. You could teach Sandslash from fighting move for coverage. I think that's a good. I mean, okay, so I have a not a Guzra, but the Gloomy right now. When does this thing evolve? Gumi Gen 6 learn set. Hold on. When does Gumi evolve? Okay, it evolves at level 40. So okay, that's not good. I have to. Okay, what the? I'm trying to look at Gudra's learn set right now. Okay, Gudra can learn Focus Blast, Rock Smash, Dragon Tail, Thunderbolt, Earthquake. I mean, should I go with Gudra or Sand Slash? What do you guys think? How many times do you think you said cutting corners on this channel? 151 times, I think. Just use Kanto in time, I beg you. It's another Kanto Pokemon, I don't want that. I don't want another Kanto Pokemon. Yeah, but Gudra is like takes fucking forever. When am I gonna evolve this thing? Like, I need to beat the game today. It gave me powerful late in the run. This is the end of the run. We only have like 2 videos left. Like, we can't. Where should I go to grind? Like, is there a good grinding spot in X and Y? You know, like BDS is basically dumped. It's like Atari. It's like ET Atari for the Atari 2600. Yeah, that phase easy, I know, but still. You try mods for VSP? No, because I don't have a modded Switch. The Victory Cave. But do I have to mod? I really do not like grinding in Pokemon. Yeah, and I need to fucking grind it to level 50. Like that's like 15 levels. That's gonna take like a few hours. So it's a pseudo legendary, so it's gonna take a very long time to evolve. Have you got any free rare candy you can still use? Only 3. How the heck did Diana get to be the champ with her weak team anyway? Did she bribe her way there? No, she's a pretty woman, so apparently she used her beauty to get in, obviously. Yeah, imagine buying BSP for $50. That's just sad. What Pokemon should I put in the fucking daycare? Maybe Amora. I'm just put Amora back in. If you're using Emily next time, use Pokehalves and just get a lot of rare candy so you don't have to grind. Yeah, but I don't want to cheat. That's the thing. I can always. By the way, I'm playing on a mod 3DS, so I can put in cheat codes in here if I wanted to. But no, I'm not only doing that because it's cheating. Look at this. Cheats. Hold R. Walks through walls. Should I show it off? It might crash the game, by the way. Look, it's not working. Not all cheats work. I'm playing on an actual physical console, so that's... It's a pretty good learn set. He knows Earthquake, so... Shadow... Wait, can we learn Brick Break? How do you cheat? You have to... Yeah, you need a Dreams gaming chair. Obviously. He could probably do it. So we have to find a way to play like him. That's right, we're gonna cheat. Are you playing with Billy Mitchell, World Video Game Champion? He can probably do it. So I need something to harness his powers. That's what he said. That was like one of the best AVGN moments. It's not edited. It's edited, like, cause I don't think James knew that Billy Mitchell was a hack. He was a cheating bastard when he made the Transformers NES review. Not NES, Famicom Transformers review. Okay, what should I learn? Dig, Fling, Grass Knot, Horn Claws. I already have Sword Dance, I don't need it. Poison Jab. I guess I'll just teach Poison Jab for now. Gaming chairs are kind of uncomfortable. I agree. My nifty office chair right here is the best thing in the world. Get rid of Gyro Ball. I got both ORAS games with the boxes for $25 total. That's a good deal, but aided job. I don't want to brain on your parade, but I highly suggest you check if the cartridges are working, because this is not Game Freak's fault, but this is Nintendo's fault. But Pokemon ORAS recently, not recently, but like a couple months ago, it was news came out that cartridges of Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire were failing after some time. Like they couldn't save. So apparently, like, the cartridges are dying. So I just highly suggest you back up, try to save battle files if you have a modded 3DS. And yeah, That's the problem. Like, apparently Persona Q and Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and one of the Monster Hunter games suffer that. But this is not fact, but to many people who is good at like researching like programming and stuff, they they assume that the cartridges where a lot of games that require a lot of saving and loading is having problem. So I'm gonna assume X and Y also don't have the same problem yet, but I haven't really heard anyone talk about how X and Y's cartridges are failing. As a kid, I got Omega Ruby, but now I'm older. I wish I got Alpha Sapphire because Archie and Cargo are infinitely cooler. Yeah, but Omega Ruby has Maxie and Courtney, the best fucking characters ever. Okay, have you ever played Sonic game? I mean, like, I played some of the early Genesis games, like on emulators, but I haven't really beaten them. It's funny because I love Michael Jackson so much, and he has a big part of like he's part of big history of Sonic, but I don't play Sonic. It's the same thing with Pepsi. Like Michael Jackson like did like Pepsi commercials for most of his life, but I hate Pepsi. Alright, we're faster, so that Machamp was pretty strong. Probably because ORAS is more popular than X and Y, so no one's talking about X and Y cartridge failing. But X and Y sold more because but I think that's based on normies. No one replays X and Y anymore. It's not good as good compared to ORAS, you know. Not a true Michael Jackson fan. Hee hee. I can't grab my crotch and drink Pepsi. I failed you, King. So for the Michael Jackson and Sonic thing, for people who's not familiar, so in 1993, I think Sonic 3 came out for the Sega Genesis, and Michael Jackson had like strong ties with Sega because they made Michael Jackson's Moonwalker for the Sega Genesis, and apparently Michael really liked Sonic games, so he thought, hey, maybe I should make music for it. So for Sonic 3, he apparently composed some songs, but for so this is very unclear. So there's two explanations, but first explanation was that Michael apparently didn't like the sound spot of the Genesis, so he left the project midway, and but he still contributed. But another second theory is that 1993 was when he was first accused of molesting a child, so people try to cancel him, and I would argue Michael Jackson was the first victim of cancel culture in history. Like I don't like it's a weird thing to say, but like he got canceled before like social network became a thing. But anyways, Sega, like he didn't go in 1993. He didn't go to trial or anything for that, but his image was ruined in 1993. So Sega apparently wanted to distance themselves with Michael Jackson, so they took his name away from Sonic 3. But still, some of his contribution was still left in the game. So like the song "Jam" from the album "Dangerous." This is part of the song "Jam" that's pretty iconic. That goes that's like in the Sonic 3 soundtrack, and I think like the ending credits of Sonic 3, Michael later used it in his next album, History, for the songs "Stranger" and "Moscow," which is pretty unique. So, and there was some theories. There were more songs that like sounded like Michael Jackson songs. But like I can't remember. I don't remember those two, Jam and Stranger in Moscow. Stranger in Moscow, by the way, is a very underrated song. I highly suggest go listening to it. Like Jam is pretty famous, but not many people know about Stranger in Moscow. That song's like a fucking banger, man. How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel? I can't sing. His home was designed to have kids. Yes, but not trying to sound like a fan, but biased. But there's very low chance that he actually molested children. Most of his accusers are liars or people who really wants money. And he actually did go to trial in 2005 for molesting a child, but he was found innocent. So officially he's innocent. Okay. In 2019 they tried to cancel him again, but with these two guys that came out and said he molested him. Like they literally said that 10 years after he died. Like that's pretty scummy. Like literally like in the 10th anniversary of when he's dead. Like that's a bit sussy, but there was a recent HBO documentary called Leaving Neverland, and then people like Opera tried to cancel him, and this was like during the height of like cancel culture, but it didn't really work because those two people who accused him are, I think his name is Wade Robson and James Safechuck or something, but those two are those guys are known to be frauds. So like they're not very trustworthy people. We will never know 100%. Yeah, but like the FBI did a very good investigation, and they couldn't find anything. So, but what was he a weirdo? Yes. So if you don't know, Michael Jackson was like he was a celebrity since he was very young. Because he was in the Jackson's 5, because of it, and he was pretty abused by his dad. So he always had to hang without not having a childhood or something. So he liked surrounding himself with like little children because he liked being around with children, and he thought he was Peter Pan or something. Like he was a pretty twisted mind, and I just realized we gotta be a counter because I didn't turn on repel right there. Drodigon, pretty good Pokemon. Why would you try to cancel someone after they're dead? Because Michael Jackson is like, I think out of dead artists, like he's the most popular singer. And we also never know Shigeru Miyamoto is a cannibal. Yeah, technically, yeah. So, I mean, just if you want to. Like, if you want to, like, I suggest you do your own research for it, but, like, it's very clear that, he didn't molest anyone, but he did, like, surrounding himself with children. So that's why it was very easy for him to accuse that, he molested them, because he had a pretty big hang-up about being around children. And I mean, it's creepy, I agree that it's kind of creepy, but, like, he invited children to his home, and he, like, played with them, but apparently he played, like, video games with them, and they hang out. And, like, I think like the funniest thing I ever heard was that can you play Sandslash? Maybe. So if you don't know, you know the child star of Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin. He was very close friends with Michael Jackson when he was a kid, because Home Alone came out in the early 90s, and Michael Jackson was pretty big. Anyways, and like someone said, like. This is the proof. Again, Macaulay Culkin has always denied that Michael Jackson ever molested anyone or anyone around him, and like he's been very like a big supporter of Michael, and apparently Michael named him as his children's Michael Jackson's children's godfather. So he's very like good friends with Macaulay Culkin. But like someone said, like if I was a child molester in the 90s, like the first person I would have molested was Macaulay Culkin, but he didn't molest Macaulay Culkin, so there's proof right there that he didn't molest any children. I heard his father gave him feminine genes. That's why his voice is the way it was in adulthood. I mean, I think that's never confirmed, but he did sound very feminine. Like if you, and he did have a very I mean, just if you just listen to him in interviews, like his everyday voice is like, nah, this is Billie Jean. He has a very funny voice. I mean, he can make his voice like lower because he's a very good singer, so he's very talented. So he can actually put his voice lower. But I think his normal day like singing voice was very like speaking voice was very high. No, that's ignorant. That's his South Park. Anyway, what should I name this thing? Guys, come up with names. Speaking of Michael Jackson. I have not had it here. Oh, I thought it was my room. I think it's my other room, but I have several one of his albums. It's pretty awesome. There are so many weird theories about him. Yeah, I agree. Agumon, Michael. Michael's pretty fun name. Michael Drax. What? Name because Michael Jackson's no topic, so Michael Drac. I can't put in son. Michael Drac. There are so many weird theories about him. Yeah. Do you have his albums on vinyl? No, I only have like the CD because I don't have a vinyl player. But I have his compilation album called King of Pop and Dangerous. Yep, those two, and I'm probably gonna barter. So this year is the 40th anniversary of Thriller. So anyway, should we go switch out with I think I'm gonna go get Dragagon because I never used Dragagon in a run before. This is gonna be really interesting because I never used one. So and I've used Sandslash in my Oras run. I'm pretty sure I used it in the past, so I'm gonna go switch out because I need to heal anyways. What's my favorite Michael Jackson song? Probably the way you make me feel, and my favorite album from it is Dangerous. Classic song. Classic album. Did anyone unexpectedly encounter Hydreigon on Victory Road while skipping a trainer? I actually did back in my run. Like I don't have that save file anymore, but I did have a Hydreigon on my team when I went against the Elite Four, which is pretty cool. I might actually catch it. Like I might not just use it in the run, but I might just catch it because it'll be pretty funny to show. Like I'm not gonna use it because it's Nuzlocke, but I'm probably gonna just catch it if I actually run into one. Thoughts on the Super Mario movie so far? Yeah, I don't like. I talked about it earlier in the stream, but I guess you weren't here. Visual looks pretty great. Jack Black's voice is very great. Chris Pratt. I'm not very sold on Chris Pratt yet, but it could still be good. I was very surprised by Illumination. Like. They're a really shitty animation company. Like they make really shitty movies, but I guess Nintendo was like, do good. They spare no expense on that. Hee hee. It feels like the month of October is just the month of Michael Jackson, just because Thriller. Yeah, so because it's the 40th anniversary of Thriller, so apparently they're gonna release a 40th anniversary album on Halloween Day. Like I'm probably gonna go get that. I know pretty like 40th anniversary, so and apparently it's gonna have like new unreleased like songs Michael never completed on it, which was really pretty cool, and sounds pretty cool. What are you guys' favorite Michael Jackson song? We probably couldn't tell Michael Jackson was my favorite singers because I just put black and white references like everywhere in the black and white reviews. I always hear Michael Jackson songs being played besides Thriller. You mean on radios? I mean he's like, in my opinion, he's the closest thing that ever like in real life that ever came to a superhero, and I don't mean as like he saved people. Like he was like that iconic as a person, like as Superman or something when he was alive. Like if he like let's say like Michael Jackson came to Korea, like he would be all over their music. He would have more muse than the fucking Pope coming to Korea. Like I'm gonna look up where the Earthquake TM is. By the way, I need to look where it is in Pokemon X and Y. So Billie Jean like is a very good song, of course. Like but my favorite album from it is Dangerous. It's like there's so many good like songs on Dangerous. Like Black or White, Heal the World. Who Is It is my favorite song from him on Dangerous album. It's basically Billie Jean 2. If you haven't ever listened to that song, like Who Is It? It has a very consistent like bass like under the song like Billie Jean, but it sounds better, more modern than Billie Jean because like it was made in the 90s, and Billie Jean is a very good song, but still sounds very 80s, you know. And I need apparently it's on Route 22, but I need Earth Waterfall. So where do I get the Waterfall HM in X and Y? I've been. Do I already have it? Let me check actually. Okay, I do have it. So my favorite Michael Jackson song, Beat It. Beat It is a good song, but I don't know. I never literally, even as a kid, like Beat It was never my favorite song. I don't know why. Because it's a classic song, but Strength. Okay, can I give Strength to someone else? Cause I don't want to turn my Lapras into a HM slave. Maybe I'll give it to Dradagon. Need for Victory Road. Well, I have Waterfall now, so Rock Climb. Okay, that's weird. Nice Slash, I'm gonna get rid of Rock Climb. I always miss. He tried to save 3 drowning people from some beach before he died. Yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh guy. That like, he died a heroic death, like RP. I was never a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, but that was so sad when I heard he died. I don't even know his name, but where is the move deleter in this fucking game? Okay. Move deleter in Pokemon X and Y is in Dendemino Town. Okay. My Bad is my favorite Michael Jackson song. Oh, Bad is a classic. You know I'm bad. I'm bad. Pokemon X and Y. You know it. You know I'm smooth. I'm bad. I think that's like the hardest Michael Jackson song to sing along with because it's so high tone. Like I'm pretty sure like even when Michael sang it live like on shows, like he had to like tone it down like an octave because it's so high. Yeah, BDSP had TMs. It's one of the most. They have HMs though. You have to use their Pokets for HM moves. I think it's this house. Oh yeah, this is the move leader. It's my first time in the street. Can you give me some context about what you're doing now? Oh, we're trying to go through Victory Road, but we just lost in Lucario. So, oh, never mind. We're trying to we're changing our team up right now. And I sort of switched out Lucario with Michael Dradagon. So the song is literally the reason I go back to the opening scene of DM3. What is DM3? I'm sorry if I sound uncultured, but I don't know what DM3 is. Anyway, I'm trying to get Earthquake TM, but apparently I need Waterfall and Strength for it. So I'm trying to get them right now. Oh, Devil May Cry. I'm sorry. Okay, I never played one of those games, so I have no idea. But I'll say this: Michael Jackson is very popular in Japan. Oh, Despicable Me 3, haha. I actually thought it was Devil May Cry 3. I feel like an idiot now. I didn't watch it. Like I only watched Minions 2 because like my coworkers said I need let's go watch a movie, and that was the only thing that was worth watching in theaters, so that's why I watched it. But Oh yeah, this Battle Souls in Despicable Me. You know that's like the scene where like where he's doing like the penis stance, like the meme. In the original scene, he's actually playing Michael. They're actually playing Michael Jackson's Bad on it. So you know I'm bad. It's like in every villain role. Like I swear, like if Black Adam like has a, or Suicide Squad ever used Bad, I want to throw up because it's so cliche to use that like in a villain movie, you know. I'm bad, har har. They're the villain, har har. So creative, guys. Okay, it's in Route 22. Okay. Doom 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 doom. I have to watch Minions 2 for the meme, but I don't have time to watch it. Okay, so about that, I watched Minions 2 so I could talk about the movie. That movie was one of the most mid movies I ever seen in my life. Like, it's a pretty meh movie. Like, it's very forgettable. I don't know why it was such a meme because it was very like it was very like mediocre. I don't know why many people memed about it. It's like I cannot remember a lot of things about the movie except that movie was basically one of the most forgettable animated movies I ever seen in my recent years. Like, it's not bad, like, but it's very forgettable. Okay, I skipped the trailer here. Black Adam's gonna be a train wreck. Okay, so if you don't know, Henry Cavill is apparently gonna make an appearance in the movie, and I fucking hate Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder stance can go to hell, but I love Henry Cavill and Superman, so I'm all for it. Like, I'm all for like I love Superman as a character, and I was very worried that we're not gonna see Superman on the big screen again. But apparently, so if you don't know, Warner Bros. Is basically gonna get rid of Henry Cavill and gonna switch him with Supergirl with the Flash movie. But apparently, Dwayne Johnson, the star of Black Adam, convinced the executives at Warner Bros. To bring Henry Cavill back. According to leaks or rumors, and Henry Cavill is going to make an appearance in the movie. And I think it's 99% true that Superman is going to be in the movie because Dwayne Johnson made some like really like touching in, like he made some like wink comments about it, and apparently Black Adam, like there was some like private screenings of Black Adam, and apparently some of the footage got leaked, and Warner Bros. Have been like harsh at taking down footage. So I'm gonna assume that it's real. Okay, I skipped so many trailers. I didn't bother watching Minions 2. Why is it being aired on cinema again? I have no idea. I don't like Zack Snyder's directorial style. Me too. I mean, okay, so Zack Snyder's problem with me is that he's good with like cinematography and action. He's not a good storyteller. So he needs a good story to make his movies. So that's why I actually like his Watchmen and 300 movie, because it's based off of a comic which is a story that already exists, so he doesn't need to change the story. That's why I think Watchmen and his 300 movie adaptation worked, because there's a core for the movie, but Batman v Superman was just and like random bullshit, and Superman and Batman killing people, and he's a big edgelord too. Like he doesn't like care about Batman killing people, and he does. That's character assassination right there. And Batman v Superman. That might be the video that might revive Gear in Blue, by the way. Like, if I feel miserable and I feel like I hate myself, I might go do a review of Batman v Superman. Black Adam feels like Warner Bros. Making the main hero morally gray just for the sake of making the main hero morally gray. I disagree, because yeah, JR actually got it right. Black Adam just feels like The Rock wanting to self-insert. I felt like he just wants to be a superhero on screen and is producing it. So if you don't know, there apparently Black Adam was trying to make a Black Adam movie since like 2009. Like, this movie was in development for a very long time, but he could get it made because DC wanted to start up extended universe and stuff. Like, DC was never gonna make a Black Adam movie. Like, but the only reason this movie exists is because of The Rock. The Rock just feels like he wants to play Black Adam. That's why he's making it. I don't think it's Warner Bros. Trying to be like, we're cashing in the morally gray market. I don't think that's the case. Zack Snyder could never write Superman good because Superman is the opposite of edgy. Exactly. Nopes. You and I can be best friends right now. You just summed it up right there. He doesn't get like Superman. That's the problem. Like, he doesn't get why Superman works as a character. Like, Superman is like supposed to be the antithesis of like edginess. Superman is the most non-cynical character that could be. Like, he's like the goodest person in the world. And I mean, I'm not saying Superman, there could be dark Superman stories, or there could be like dark Superman stories, or Superman could do morally great things, but having it fought off killing off villains and him like fucking destroying cities is okay. That's not gonna work. Because of the whole Warner Bros. Cutting a bunch of the animated content, people are trying to boycott Black Adam, but I have a feeling that literally nobody's going to commit to it. Yeah. Okay, so if you don't know, Warner Bros. Has been going through oh my god, it's going through merging with Warner Bros. Discovery, and Warner Bros. You had the David Slavs guy has been recently he's been like axing off like so many projects. Why did I switch to this guy? But so I don't know, but like he canceled the Batgirl movie, which was already almost done completing shooting, which was pretty weird. Superman is the most boring superhero. No, he's not. For fuck's sake. He's a character. He's a character that we need most in a dark time, in my opinion, because you know, I think I talked about in the stream yesterday, but I really am tired of what if Superman was the evil cliche. Brightburn, Homelander from The Boys, Omni-Man from Invincible. Like, I'm so sick and tired of like, what if Superman was evil, guys? Cliche. It's like I'm getting like, it's so pissing me off. Like stop. Right. Like I think writers think they're being like cheeky with that, but the whole point of Superman is that he's uncompromisingly good, and that's like the whole point of his character, you know? I mean, this puzzle's pretty complicated. I think Black Adam will probably do well at the box office because The Rock's name. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the whole reason I think this movie is getting made is because The Rock, like no, like even Shazam barely, like I think it was a miracle that Shazam even got a movie like Black Adam's like nemesis. Yeah, I hate Warner Bros. Discovery. Like, they're being killing off every project they have. I feel so sick about it. Yeah, I'm the need for cynicism is recent film is overrated. I agree. That's why I'm saying like we need like that's why Superman is such a like he's a character that we need like in a time like this when the world is like after COVID and Ukraine wars and like pandemics, like economic crisis. Like he's got the character we need. You know, he's the superhero we deserve. Superman supposedly hope. Yep. Okay, so in my opinion, the reason why Superman works is because I know it's like with big responsibility comes like with big power comes big responsibility is like Spider-Man's a whole motto, but I think that's kind of Superman's character too. Like Superman's like that's what Zack Snyder didn't get about Superman. Like he thought Superman was like basically just space Jesus. But the whole point of Superman is not that. Superman's point is that when you have like power of an alien god, you basically use that power to do good stuff, and that's basically like Spider-Man. With big power comes big responsibility. So that's the whole point of Superman. Like the reason why I really like Superman and Batman is like they're like Batman is not about I think Batman is also a symbol of hope. Like you might find it surprising, but I think Batman is symbol. The whole point of Batman is humanity's hope of overcoming something like trauma. Batman's whole point is like overcoming like trauma and using that trauma to do good in the world. That's the whole point of Batman, and I think the recent Batman movie got that right. and Superman like is like the like if you have big power, you use that to help humanity and try to lead to a better tomorrow. That's why he's the man of tomorrow. Superman's main villain is literally a manipulated billionaire. How could that not cater to the modern demographic? That's exactly like that's why I'm so surprised we haven't got a proper Lex Luthor like Joker 2019-esque movie about Lex Luthor. Like, cause I don't want to sound political here, but I think you can make a movie parodying Donald Trump with Lex Luthor. It's because because in comics Lex Luthor became president and was manipulating media like in the 2000s. They could just literally just adapt that for the modern audience, but instead of like Trump saying we need to be afraid of Mexicans or Islamic people, we need to be afraid of Superman, you know? I think this might sound very woke, but I think that's how they're gonna. I think that's why I'm so surprised no one has like try to make a Lex Luthor movie. Like Lex Luthor is one of my favorite villains too, because he's basically the antithesis of Batman, a wealthy genius. Like he's like he's like the cynical version of Superman, and like when a person has intellectual genius, he's gonna use it for selfish needs. That's like the whole point of Lex Luthor. That's why Superman and Lex Luthor are basically nemesis, is because like they have like different. Batman, Lex Luthor is about greed and evilness, but Superman is using that strength to do good in the world. But Superman also is also a alien god, and Lex Luthor says I'm a human being that just puts hard work into my. He's a guy who works, and that's how like he convinces people, and you know that's whole. I feel like Superman works because he's the opposite idea of absolute power corrupts absolutely. Exactly. That's the whole point of his character, and that's why he represents hope. And Superman never got. Oh my God, Zack Snyder. Like, okay, so my biggest problem with Zack Snyder's Superman is not him saving people, because he does save people in the movie technically. Like, yeah, it would be called Luthor, exactly. Like. The problem I have with Zack Snyder's Superman is that he keeps Superman only cares about Lois Lane in the movie. That's the whole problem. Like, so Batman keeps having a nightmare that Superman will go evil when Lois Lane dies, and oh, I hate that cliche. Like, Superman will go evil when Lois dies. Like, I hate that the video game's Injustice like basically popularized that idea. Like. It's like the most cynical taste. It's like basically Lex Luthor's like version of Superman. Like if Lex Luthor broke Superman, you know? Superman killing Zod was Snyder putting his edginess. I mean, Superman killing Zod could have been done well. So I was talking about this on the Discord server, and if you aren't in this, please join the server. Wink wink, it's in the link in the description. But I was talking about this on Discord because someone on Discord server, I was trying to get into comics, and they were reading Batman Hush, and there was a scene where Batman almost kills the Joker, and I was talking about how Batman should never kill people because it will go against his character, but I mentioned that I'm actually fine with Superman killing people, because I'm not saying Superman should be bloodthirsty or he should go out and try to kill like Lex Luthor. I'm fine with Superman killing people, as in like usually Superman's villains are like evil gods. Like I don't think anyone will get upset if like Superman snaps Darkseid's neck. You know, he's an evil fucking god, and like Superman usually fights like evil alien beings and shit. You know, so. I'm okay with like Superman killing like very strong, powerful aliens. So that's why I don't have a big hangout about Superman killing people. That's what, still like if Man of Steel could have executed that well, like because I think that scene could have been worked better. It's like the Martha scene. Like if it was executed better, it could have been so much better, because that whole scene I think what Zack was trying to go was that Superman was forced to kill Zod, so it's tragic. I think they could have just like if they like wrote the script, like changed the script, so Superman's like after he kills Zod, he's like, I was forced to kill my own kind, and he says I'm not gonna kill anyone ever again. If he says that, it would have made sense, and it would have like set up like roles. Ugh. Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. It's so bad. Like no one. Why was nobody in the creative process like when Zack Snyder wrote in Batman goes around shooting people like in cars, like why wasn't like any of like the CGI artists or people who shot the movie, like why weren't they like questioning their decision? Ugh, it's so bad. Okay, Ghost Dark says, I'm sorry, I've been ranting about Superman for so long that I haven't been really reading all of the questions, so I'm sorry. But on the topic of modern movies being crap, how do you feel about movies or series that change and establish characters' gender, race, and sexual orientation? Okay, so it's a controversial topic. So I was talking about this in recently on my Discord server too. So someone said they didn't like the new Lord of the Rings series because they put like political agenda in it, and so I you might disagree with me, but in my opinion, all art is political, and all movies and stories that you need to put it like everyone put their beliefs in there like somehow, like so and like. So I understand why people like put their moral, like what they think is moral, like by changing like gender equality and sexual orientation equality in it. So, and like it's not that art has changed recently. Like I remember like when some people were complaining they put too much politics in comics these days. I'm like, motherfucker, have you read comics from the 1980s? Like literally Alan Moore's like Watchmen from the 1980s, like the most political comic that's ever written, you know. Dark Knight Returns, one of the most famous Batman comics from the 1980s, literally has Ronald Reagan in the comic, and he was a villain, you know. Like comics, especially superhero comics, has always been political. So like writers have always been using like superheroes to push their political agenda. So yeah, Iron Man is also a political. It's a political movie. Like it literally has Afghanistan and terrorists in it, you know. It's a commentary about the Afghanistan war, and like superheroes especially has always been political. So if you actually think like superhero comics in the 2010s become political, like you're fucking stupid, okay? Like even Superman comics, like yeah, started as World War II propaganda in 1940s. So but only the problem is that there's too much politics in comics these days. The problem is that you need to write them well, like to be not distracting. The problem is like when you change the character's race or like if you like their sexual orientation, like as long as it's natural and fits for the story, that's why it needs to work for the story. Like you can't. That's the problem I have with like Black Panther's story like works for me because the entire movie is like about the Wakanda and like black people getting mistreated, like the whole villain it's like the villain of like Black Panther, like he's like basically a black supremacist and Killmonger, you know. That's why that movie works for me. I mean the action scene in the movie is pretty bad, but like that's why the villain works, because like it works well with the story, but like also like if it fits the role, I don't mind changing characters' races. Like and like Jim Gordon, the recent Batman movie, was played by a black guy. He's played by Jeffrey Wright, I believe, and like I was kind of a little concerned about that because I don't like Jim Gordon is one of my favorite characters of all time in comics, and I was worried like if they're gonna change him up, but like like Jeffrey Wright like nailed like Jim Gordon as a character in that movie. Like open your eyes, oh my god, what are you showing me, come on, you know that scene. Like Jeffrey Wright killed it as like Jim Gordon. So like my point is like you need to integrate your politics and like well into the story to be good. So like that's my Watchmen was greatly political and a satire and a glorification of violence. Zack Snyder's favorite part of the comic was the violence. Exactly. But I like the Watchmen adaptation because there are some really good imagery in the movie that adapts the comic and wait, what? Oh, we've already been here. I'm sorry. There were like some very good imagery. Like I think the casting, like Dr. Manhattan, the guy who played him in the Watchmen movie, like they could, and the guy who plays Rorschach in the movie, like Zack Snyder is usually good at directing, like casting people, except for Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Like that he nailed it with like the roles. Like everyone plays like feels like the actual comic book characters. I feel like due to MCU starting to bomb at the box office, I'm considering if Black Adam will be affected in the box office. I thought Doctor Strange 2 was pretty good, but apparently people don't like the movie. So, but yeah, I know a lot of recent Marvel projects have been meh. I think that's the problem. But it's like slasher. Like I think superhero movies are like slasher movies. Like there's gonna be some ups and downs. There's gonna be some highs and lows. People are gonna get tired of it, but they're gonna come back to it eventually because superhero movies it keeps coming back and forth, you know. In Blade Runner 2049, I've never watched the movie, so I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna answer that question. Do you like anime like Spy X Family? No, I'm sorry, I don't. I don't like anime. Velma does look pretty bad, I agree. But again, it's not because of the politics, it's because it's a shitty take on a character. Like, I'll be honest, I think most people who say, like, I don't like my heroes being female, like it's pushing political agenda, are mostly people who hate women. By the way, there was some controversy about apparently Velma in the recent Spider-Man anime series came out as a lesbian or bisexual. I'm not sure which one it is, but okay, so like I always thought like Velma was kind of like a in closet LGBT person. So I think nobody really got angry over that because Velma seemed like the nerdy girl who didn't really seem in guys. So like that's why I'm fine with Velma being like bi or gay. Like, okay, so let's talk about people like sexual orientation. Okay, so recently in DC, Superman's son came out as bi. Like I don't mind that, like because Superman's son John Kent doesn't really have a long history, so I don't mind him becoming bi. But recently the Batman's third Robin, Tim Drake, came out as bi, and I have a problem with that because it's not because he's bi, it's because Tim Drake has a pretty long established history of his romance with the other Batgirl, Stephanie Brown, who's they have a pretty they had a pretty big relationship, like romance, and like this hack writer called Stephanie first service only came in and said, I want to turn Tim gay because he can fuck so he can fuck Superboy Connor Kent or something, and yeah, I have a problem with that because you're basically saying fuck you to the past 30 years of legacy of the character, and even the writing is not that good. Like it feels so forced. Like Tim Drake suddenly like breaks up with like Stephanie Brown out of nowhere, and he suddenly starts to go fuck a boy. Like, and people are like, you hate gay people. I'm like, no, I don't even mind like John Kent being gay. Like, and people try to call you a bigot for trying to criticize it. That's the problem. Like, there's no middle ground in the internet these days. Like, you're either a fascist or you're either or a feminazi, basically. Like I'm a middle ground person. Like, I don't like, there are beliefs I support and I beliefs like I disagree with, but in the internet you have to be side with everything. And that's the true tragedy in my opinion. Like, people are so, it feels like the loud people who are bigoted, whatever opinion they have, get like the most attention, and that's the biggest tragedy of them all. Teen Titans Go actually really makes really good parodies of the DC Universe heroes. I'm not a big fan of the show, but I see some clips of it and I agree. It's like the cartoon Batman Brave and the Bold. People like a lot of people hate that show because it was like a very like campy like 1960 Batman, but it's a very good show, you know. It's the tone, you know. Like, I can't hate on Teen Titans Go, but I will say, like, I do want a serious Teen Titans show, but having some lighthearted like show for children is not a bad idea. Everyone on the internet acts like you're either on team good guy or team bad guy. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem I have. I think that he just bought her Teen Titans fans because. So if you don't know, the original Teen Titans series got a really bad series finale. I've seen like so many people still mad about that. I think the title of that series, the episode's called "Sing Things Change," and people are still salty about that. And I'm gonna get rid of Fly, but Hurricane, Hurricane or 70% chance. I'm gonna get rid of Quick Attack. It's pretty useless at this point in the game. I grew up with Brave and the Bold and I loved it. I didn't really like it as a kid, but as an adult now I respect it. And there were some really good episodes. Like the final episode of Brave and the Bold is like one of the best things ever. It's written by Paul Dini, who was one of the original writers for Batman, the animated series. It's very meta. It's one of the best written like TV series ever. I need more potions. I remember a period of time when people acted like hating on Teen Titans Go's a personality trait. Hey, I hate Pokemon, but there are some people who think hating Pokemon is their personality trait. It's everywhere. What do you think of the Giga Chat Plastic Man? Plastic Man is a pretty fun character. Like, in the comic Dark Knight's Metal, like, there was a really great moment. I have the comic with me. So in the comic Dark Knight's Metal, there's a great moment with Plastic Man in the series. I want to show it to you right now. Where is it? I need to show you the art on this thing. So Mr. T, I forgot this guy's name. This guy, Plastic Man, I knew you could hear me. Now is the time. Form a dinosaur, a bulldozer, a damn shark, anything. And the next page, he literally transforms into that. A dinosaur, a shark, and a truck at the same time. A bulldozer. It's really cool art, by the way. I wonder if you can see it. Plastic Man's awesome, man. I hope he gets a proper anime, like live action adaptation, because I think he like a lot of the general audience will like it because he's a comedic character and he has like a funny, like, he's a funny character and he has cool superpowers. I grew up the OG Justice League and Super Friends. You mean just the OG Justice League, right? Because Super Friends is like from the 1980s. But the good Justice League series with Hawkgirl, Martian Manhunter, John Stewart, Green Lantern, Wally West, Flash, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. It's a classic. Are you a healer? Thank you. Are we gonna get Hydreigon? Nah. Yeah, I remember I did get a Hydreigon on this part of map. The hardest thing about making a Plastic Man movie is simply that it would probably be a pain to CGI, and the people at Warner Bros. Will have a hard time to perfect it. I mean, I'm pretty sure people can do it. They have the resources. Are we gonna battle him right here? Oh, we're gonna have a rival battle here. I forgot this was a thing. Okay, so one character I really want to see on the big screen is Green Lantern. I'm really curious how they're gonna adapt Green Lantern to the big screen because I think Green Lantern is a character that basically you need CGI, but CGI can look really bad. So I think that's the reason why the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie failed in the 2000s, because the CGI was really bad. I think Green Lantern is like one of those heroes that is very hard to transition to live action. So I think Green Lantern is more harder to adapt than Plastic Man, because I Mr. Fantastic, and I remember like in the 2000s Fantastic Four movie, like Mr. Fantastic, like his powers look pretty good. What's your opinion about the 3DS shop closing and making old gen Pokemon unable to be transferred? I believe Game Freak still said if you have Pokemon Bank downloaded, you can still move Pokemon. I just realized, so Dragon Tail Drax switches out Pokemon. Everyone on TikTok posts that one Justin a limited clip of Wally talking to Trickster, and it ruined the scene for me. Why? It's gonna ruin the scene. I mean, it's a pretty good scene too, by the way. Who do you think would fit the role of Plastic Man? Ryan Reynolds. I don't know. You have to get a pretty comedic guy. Get Chris Pratt. I don't know, man. I just got some new actors who got comedic roles, I guess. Callus is the first reason I played after getting consciousness. Is that you saying it's the first Pokemon game, Solar? Oh yeah, I also need to make you mod. I forgot to do that. Hold on. I have new mods on my server. You can now ban people, Solar, if you want to, but don't do it randomly. Crap, Mario Strange. I agree. Chris Pratt will be playing Plastic Man. He's so cool. Okay, to go back to Plastic Man. I mean, not Plastic Man. Chris Pratt. Okay, so I know, like, he only muttered one line. Mushroom Kingdom, here we come. Like, I mean, the moment that people heard that Chris Pratt's gonna voice Mario, people were like pretty saying it's a bad decision, but. He plays Devil's Advocate. I think I'll be honest, like Chris Pratt is not a bad voice actor, because he played Emmett in Lego Movie, and he played that character in the movie Onward in Pixar. Like and those two roles, like I didn't feel like he was Chris Pratt. Like it wasn't distracting for me that he was voiced by Chris Pratt. Like he sounded like Emmett and that character. Like Like he appeared with Tom Holland like in that movie, and like Tom Holland was very distracting. He does sound like Spider-Man to me, but he actually did like, he played a fat guy in the movie, and he did feel like Chris Pratt to me. So I think Chris Pratt can actually pull it off, but we need more footage to see if that's possible. And I don't think Chris Pratt was hired because of his talent and skill as an actor. He was hired because it was his name value. So yeah, Nintendo can't escape the blame there. According to Keegan Michael Key, he's going to be singing the Mario movie. So this means the Mario movie might be a musical. I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, because it's an animated movie like Disney, so I think having some musical numbers would be a pretty good idea. It's gonna be like Pixar, like it's gonna be like not Pixar but Disney. It's gonna be like Encanto. I'm the part of family Madrigal. I'm the part of family Madrigal. We don't talk about Bruno, no. But Emmett didn't have a pre-established voice. I meant as in like it wasn't distracting for me that he was played by Chris Pratt. Like I didn't even know like when I first watched Lego Movie, I didn't know who Chris Pratt was because I didn't watch Guardians of the Galaxy movies before it, and I really like Emmett's voice and character. It's hard to put a finger on where, but I think you and I are alike because you are both character protagonists. And that's why I didn't want to lose to you, but they were alike is because we have so much in common. I'm really happy that we're friends. Haha. I mean, Caleb and Serena like is boring because like they're basically the same as Brandon and May and Oras and the original Ruby and Sapphire. Rival, but basically the opposite sex protagonist. But but Brandon and May was interesting because they were the only like romantic rivals in the entire series. But Shira Milto says Mario will be played by Chris Pratt. He's so cool, and the silence that plays was funny as heck. You know, I love Miyamoto-san, but like some of his I don't know, like some of his creative decisions I don't know if I agree with. Let's try classic Star Wars lines again. It's a dancing, man. It's a dance time. You killed my mother. You look like Mary Poppins. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Okay, right. This is the shortcut to the beginning. Okay. Imagining friendzone, what a loser. I feel May and Brendan are at least distinct, as you know, one of the child is Professor Birch, so we kind of know how their brains while we were the Braun being the child of Norman. Yeah, it's pretty executed well. People keep saying that we're gonna get a Nintendo Cinematic Universe following the Mario movie. I think that depends on the success of the Mario movie, if it does well, and I think it's a possibility because if you don't know, Nintendo announced they launched Nintendo Pictures or something, basically a Nintendo Film Studios production team. I think Sega launched it with the new Sonic movie too, but anyways, so it's gonna be like so I think it's basically Nintendo saying we're gonna make more Nintendo movie if successful. How do I get to that part below? Oh, whatever. Ghost Dark, $5 donation. Thank you, man. Wow. Genuine question. Do you feel as if entertainment in general, movies, TV series, art, video games, and etc. are better in 2D rather than 3D? That's a good question. It depends because when it comes to animation, I prefer 2D animation any day over 3D animation. Like I love like 2D like classic Disney movies animations compared to like 3D Pixar movies. But then again, like I love movies like Toy Story and like Incredibles. But TV series like usually are low budget, so like definitely 2D. Like cause 3D like 3D like animation usually looks pretty bad on TV. For video games, I think except for Pokemon, like usually video ga- poke video games better because like I would take 3D 3D Zelda games over NES NES Zelda games over any time, you know. Why are you muting that guy? Was it an accident? Super Rock Smash Brothers, har har, very funny. That was peak comedy gold right there. I never watched the Flash TV series because I don't like CW series in general, so I don't know if it's like good or if the CG in the series was good. I love Slowbro. I just realized Slowbro has kind of similar face as Pengsu. You know that derpy like white blank eyes. It kind of looks similar with Pengsu, Slowbro. Those fucking flamethrower, really? Critical hit too. I saw a video about how bad the fight scenes in Flash are. I mean, I don't expect it to be good because it's just TV series, not $1 million budget movie. You know, their budget is probably very different compared to like Justice League or something. You know. Man, my mouth hurts from talking today. Ugh. Wow, I hate these kind of mazes. Veteran trainer. Wow, I didn't even realize veterans was in this game. No, I caught Xerneas with a quick ball. I didn't catch it. I didn't kill it. I wish I had a dark type. I enjoy the Airvos. I know they're mid, but they're still enjoyable in my opinion. But the recent Flash series have been pretty iffy. Oh, really? Here's a confession time. I never liked Flash as a character, even the comics, even as a Justice League fan. Like, I never liked Flash. His superpower is always he runs fast. And most of his stories end with he needs to run fast and save people. I'm not he's a bad character. I just don't like Barry Allen or Wally West that much compared to like Batman and Superman or even Green Lantern. What's the opinion on the color of map? What? What is that? What does that mean? You should check the Superman Lois show. I heard it's really good. I do need to watch it. You think Xerneas and Evil are the best designed legendary Pokemon? I mean, I agree. Zekrom and Reshiram are pretty like well designed legendary Pokemon, but I think like Xerneas looking exactly like letter X and Yveltal looking like the white letter Y is a little questionable. What's the color of map? Is that a running joke? I don't know what that is. Well, when you think of a map, what color comes to mind? Red? Red? Map is blue for me. I think it depends on what textbook you use as a kid, you know? I remember math had a blue and pink. I used a blue and pink textbook in middle school. What's down here? Superman's biggest challenge is taking care of kids with issues. Yeah, Superman. I think making Superman, making him a fodder was one of the best creative decisions with Superman. And making Batman a dad too was pretty good decision in my opinion. With Damian Wayne, making like old superheroes like Batman and Superman the dad was pretty fun. I'm trying to just skip over and see how much Victory Road there's left. If I can go heal or not. Or here's the waterfall section. Oh my god, it's Crumpet! You know, I'm not gonna use it. I know it's Nuzlocke, but I need my Crumpet. Crumpet, my love. English is brown, math is blue, social studies is green, science is red. I think social studies is probably blue for me. Science is purple. Crumpet. I'm not gonna use this Crumpet, don't worry. Geography so blue. It's brown for me because Earth is brown, I guess. I don't know. There's a TM up here. I wonder what this TM is. It's probably something good because it's hidden up pretty well. Geography and history feel red to me. I mean, history feels kind of red in my opinion. Well, I'm curious. Who started this like joke? Like, what color is red? Like, subject. Can't believe Game Freak believes that Nuzlocke are the same level as ROM hacks. I saw that. I think it's just that someone was very confused at Game Freak. They thought like randomized Nuzlocke, which is modding, is Nuzlocke, but when it's not. We're getting so over leveled. I wonder what the I wonder what the Dianthus Pokemon levels are. Well, common is red, so maybe history is red. That's pretty convincing, I agree. Well, Dragon Claw, that would be pretty good for Druddigon. I hope Hugh will wear the yellow suit in Deadpool 3. Yeah, I agree. They need to put the classic. I was sad that Hugh Jackman never got to wear the yellow, like the classic yellow blue Wolverine suit, but he needs to wear it. Yeah, see, that's the only reason why he should come back. Nothing is yellow. I mean, technically, everything on your monitor is actually red, blue, and green. The monitor is fooling you to believe that it's the color yellow. Vsauce has made a video about this, but all monitors are just red, blue, and green. But pretty sure Dianthus level is max 68. Pretty low. I have my Venus at level 70 already, so. Oh, these are the final trainers. Who thought it was a good idea to single-use TMs for those Gen 4 remakes? Because it's faithful! Because the original games had TMs. So I guess Gardevoir level 68. Wait, when did Pidgeot? Where's Pidgeot's Mega Keystone? Did Pidgeot get a Mega in? Oh my god, that actually scared me. Okay, Pidgeot. Okay, Pidgeot. Mega Pidgeot was interested in Oras. Never mind. Has anyone found it weird that Pidgeot like and Beedrill got like Cantapoke, like Pidgeot that's not even in like the original Hoenn games got Mega Evolutions, Slowbro too. It's really weird. These trainers are pretty strong. I should buy more hyper potions. What about other subjects? They don't get their own codes, like computer science. Computer feels beige because computer, you know, like classic computer, like is white, beige color. Pidgeot, Beedrill, Slowbro, and Steelix for Oras Megas. Thank you. Yeah, those weird they got Megas. And Olopony not obtainable within XY. This is really weird. Latios and Latios have Mega Data on X and Y, but has no Validate. Yeah, I remember. when X and Y was released, when like serious game modding was very limited and amateur, someone actually managed to find like mega data, so like dummy data of mega Latios and Latias, and they were later used in Oras, which is pretty interesting. I thought it was fake at first because like because they show us leaks photos, because it was like the same design, purple, so I thought it was really weird. But hey, at least they had a reason why they look kind of similar, because it was for the soaring the sky thing. My psychic textbook was what? What? Speaking of textbook, it's unbelievable that each textbook costs $300 on average. It's a ploy. I think it's a ploy. It's like health insurance in my opinion. They overcharge you because they know universities will pay for it, so that's why they overcharge you. Because universities have a lot of money, you know. Umbreon. I wanted to finish the game today, but oh my god, this is taking longer than I thought. I hope I can finish in time today. I mean, I didn't pay for my textbook, like my university paid it for me. I mean, I guess part of like there's like textbook prices, but like it was separate, you know. Wait, Moonlight. That sucks. Ah, this thing's gonna be annoying now. I just hate that every game needs to be two, meaning two legendaries. Splitting versions. It's funny that it wasn't Game Freak or Pokemon Company that first came up with the idea. It was Shigeru Miyamoto who came up with the idea of splitting versions. Daddy Miyamoto's biggest mistake. Back in the Game Boy days, the two versions of the game had the reason to be for trading. Right now, it's just a scam. I agree. Because back in the old days, it was meant for kids to like make friends and trade, you know? These days, you have online. Like, there's no reason for split versions these days. It's stupid. Only Pokemon can get away with selling two versions of the same game. It's amazing. Okay, we're at the league finally. I don't have any worries about this league. I don't think I'm gonna go like learn moves and shit. There you go. Bro, if they even pull the two version thing, they'll get more hate than they usually get. Only Pokemon can get away with it. Let's switch our clothes now since we're here. Huh. I always thought this was sussy clothes. That's like the most revealing clothes in the entire game. This is a Fred from Scooby-Doo. Why can't we change out of our hat out? I never understood this, by the way. I guess we'll go with this for now. XL is the best customization. Yep, very sussy, you know? Wow, very sussy. I wonder how old they are. Wait. Have you seen the VTuber leader? Yes, I did a big rant about it on Twitter, and I really do not like her. Her design is so creepy for me because of her teeth. I should get a haircut too before I go. That's gonna be the last thing before I do the league. Oh, but is there a dark type move? Because I just realized I don't have anything against psychic type Pokemon. Torment, no. I don't have any dark type moves. Payback. How fast is our Drowdigon? Okay, we actually have pretty low speed, so I guess this might work. We need a... Okay, who can learn Brick Break? We need a fighting type move. Okay, only Floopy Dick can learn Brick Break. They have pretty low attack too. I guess we should go back to move the leader. Pokemon nowadays found them purely on furries and pedos too. Those two are the most biggest demographics. Are you really taking Pidgey up to the league? Why not? Strength. Get rid of strength. Get rid of waterfall too, I guess. Wait, surf? Yeah, our attack is higher than special attack. I just realized. But then again, it's only 7 like points difference. I almost like this is honestly like TPC is trying purposely trying to appeal to weaves and stream stims. Yeah, that's it's just very concerning. Thunderbolt, why not? Someone has a Gyarados. You know, I say people say it should have Pokemon should stay 2D. I kind of agree sometimes, but Pokemon like, but then again, like if Pokemon remains like let's say Pokemon still remain on the 2D and came out for the Switch, like people will be mad at that. People like say call Game Freak lazy for not taking Pokemon to 3D. Even the 3DS, if the 3DS came out like, if Pokemon X and Y came out towards 2013 and still had 2D graphics, I think people will get mad. I'm surprised there's no male idol K-pop main character yet. I'm surprised there isn't a K-pop group gym leader, but I guess maybe there's Piers and there's the Dragon type gym leader in Galar, who's kind of an Instagram influencer. Yokai Watch was a thing, and everyone immediately called it a Pokemon ripoff because it had monsters that you can collect. Pokemon has this fucking stupid like monopoly of monster collection game, and that's the problem. Blackpink. But I need to do the I know there's the quest in Lumio City where you have to collect style points and stuff. But I'm gonna do that during the post game. Okay, we're gonna go to the. I guess the Striaton group triple had a male idol group style. No, Vibe, no, not really. They're like butlers, you know? Restaurant servants, you know? Now, let's see my team again before we go. Okay, where's Payback? Toxic sleep and Payback is. I think Drydon is a very slow Pokemon, so Payback will be really useful. Oh, let's get some photo. Look at that! Like this gym, like there's so many interesting looking like the Pokemon. Look at that! It's a pretty decent looking model of the Pokemon League. Because the overall looks so good compared to like the previous Pokemon games. Like you actually want to take photos of it. Like Game Freak was actually proud of. Like I think the whole camera guy existing is like Game Freak being proud of what they built in Pokemon games, that they built this game. But nowadays, Pokemon is embarrassing. Yeah, waiters, thank you, not butler. Like so many like so grandeur looking places with and camera changing places in this game that makes everything looks very cool and like everything feels like grandeur. Time for the league. Okay, this lady being Team Flare is so out came so out of ran so came randomly out of the blue like in the post game. Okay, Kalos Pokemon League, let's go. I'm gonna look up. At least I want to look their teams up. Maybe you should go with Malva, I guess. I don't know which one's the room though. I guess they'll look the same. Whatever. Oh, we can choose. We can come out. Okay. Blazing Chamber. Yeah, they're pretty forgettable. They're pretty forgettable, but the Smash Bros. Stage, the Kalos Pokemon League is pretty cool. Yeah, she's the only one with any character because she shows up. She has a role in the post game, but still. Elite Four with no gimmicks. Anyways, she started with a Pyroar, has a Torkoal, Chandler, and Talonflame. Okay, I don't see any like. I think my hold on, I'm gonna give. Hold on, I need to give special items to hold. I guess I don't have like water like better making items. Rocky Helmet, Silver Power, Smooth Rocks. That sucks. I guess I'll give the Ice Rock to the Icicle Plate. Yeah, the Icicle Plate. Rocky Helmet. Why not? I guess I'll give the Pixie Plate to Floppy Dick. It's not cheat code. So what? I'm so tired. I can't talk. So what item do I have? Sky Plate, Icicle Plate, Rocky Helmet. What does Sheer Force mean, by the way? I don't know what Sheer Force does. Removes additional effects to increase move damage. What does that? Soundproof. I'm gonna start for real. Let's do this. Malva. Welcome, challenger, to my blazing chamber. That's the only line she has. Pretty cool music, by the way. With the gas crisis in Europe, Malva's fire show is not so cheap. Yeah, it's based on France, right? So it's not gonna look great. Oh no, it's wild charge. It's fine. Why do LE4s have 4 mons again? It's like in black and white. It's because it's supposed to be baby's first Pokemon game. Also, really, Pokemon the Elite Four rematches, they still have the same levels. It's pretty pathetic. XY no does have rematches. They have it in the Battle Chateau, that place near the daycare center, and they do have stronger teams when they show up. I think. Like I'm gonna look at Malva's team right now. Like in the Battle Chateau, she has level 75 Pokemon. So yeah, she gets a bit stronger, but still. Tail and Flame. Tail Flame has Brave Bird, Quick Attack, Flare Blitz, Flailing. Not having a proper Elite Four is one of my biggest grudges against Sword and Shield. They just reuse the gym leaders, you know? Ah, burn. Cutting corners, they're gonna reuse the gym leader characters. Chandelier, one of my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon. Very nice to see here. Please hit. Of course not. I'm fine with no Elite Four, but they should randomize the tournament. Yeah, they should have. They don't have an Elite. There is no Elite Four in the game. So basically, the Elite Four, you battled some of the gym leaders again, like a tournament style. But I think in the story mode, it's always the same gym leaders you battle, and they have different music. It's called the Elite Gym Leader Battle or something. Yeah, I mean, there's Beat and Marnie. Who's the final battle? Yeah, they're rivals, so. Outrage. Better than. Fuck it. So what new? So you have a new challenge to defeat Malva of the Elite Four. So she's the Muse Lady, I guess. It's always Nessa, B, Alistair, and then Raihan. Okay. Look at this. These places look okay. This room here looks better than any of the any of the Switch games. Look at this. I mean, it's like low quality still, but like these places look better than any of the fucking like. This looks better than any of the Switch Pokemon games. It's amazing. His name, I think this guy's name is Weakstrom. And this guy actually interesting because recently in Legends Arceus, the guy who's supposed to be Professor Rowan's ancestor, he has the same armor as Weakstrom, which is pretty interesting. He starts with Klefki, and Klefki one of those tricky Pokemon. He has a lightsaber, I guess. I always thought him having a knight in armor is a little weird, but at least Les Darcy has made him a bit natural by having old people wear it. And I think my starter can sweep his entire team. So Let's Go Pikachu has the best model suit to size accuracies. I know it's still the only Pokemon game size accuracies. It's so weird. Like, I understand the 3DS games not having size scaling it with Pokemon models because I don't think Pokemon like 3DS like the graphics can handle like size scaling. I think the only problem I might have with is Probo Pass because and the Pro Pass 30, which is not good. Use spikes too. That's not good. Pretty cool music, by the way. Still. Probo Pass. Earth Power, Power Gen, Discharge, and Splash Cannons. Pretty good actually moveset actually. I'm pretty sure Lapras can tank some moves. See, this is the guy who knows 30. That's a bit of a problem right now. Oh, the spikes is gonna be a bit of a problem. Honestly, though, I like the Smash stage more than the actual Elite Four. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like the Smash 4 had a pretty cool Kalos Pokemon League stage, so at least one good thing came out of this thing. Egg Slash. This thing is type half ghost type, which is not a good thing because it knows Shadow Claw. And I hope it doesn't do that too much damage to my starter. Pro Pass has 30, not Levitate. So I mean, I think. Oh, nice. Stance change. So, it's such an interesting. Like I love like Egg Slash. It's such a cool concept. Did my bird did the burn like save Brie Larson? Egg Slash. Die. I wonder how much of a mess the Pokemon anime has become because I don't know if they're adapting Sword and Shield or Legends Arceus nowadays. They're adapting. I told you in the video they're just adapting. They're just doing random shit. That's their whole motto. I mean, they like. I think they feature like all Pokemon stuff. So they feature like they will feature Legends Arceus stuff and Sword and Shield like Galar stuff in the show. Oh no, it's light Nice Slash. That's concerning. They've done everything they could with Sword and Shield Man story within the first 50 episodes. You all should watch that shit. Oh, come on. Confusion, please. They shoehorned in Marnie, Piers, and Hop later in the Sword and Shield arc. Of course they will. Oh no, that was scary. I don't know how many like items he has. Is Brock also back? Like everyone's back. Like oh, it's fucking shitty. BUS Ash's rival. Why is a gym leader Ash's rival? That makes no sense. What is the point? Okay, I need to ask you. What is the point of Pokemon Journeys? Like is Ash trying to become the? I don't think Ash is trying to become the like Galar champion. Like what is the like? Is he just randomly traveling around? Like is there like an end game? And I also heard that the Pokemon anime department is in trouble because the rating for the seasons are pretty low. Everyone except May. It's really weird. They hate Hoenn or something. I'm really surprised May hasn't come back because she's like the only female protagonist that has not come back, right? I heard someone say May's not come back because her voice actress retired or something like in Japan, but just fucking recast her then. It's all an all region season where he basically tries to become the best trainer in the world. Is there like a best trainer like is there like a champion like world tournament going on? I don't get it. This is the Dragon Lady. At least she has some character. She's a nice she's like the first Dragon Lady that's pretty nice to the trainer. She started with Dragolge, then Dradagon, then Altaria, then Noivern. I don't think it's very that hard. We have a Lapras and Floopy Dick, so Mr. Mime, so I think we're fine. Nope, actually her voice actress has a voice illness that cannot talk much or something like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, just recast her then. Like English voice actress gets recast all the time. Like Ash changed voice actress a couple of times. Like. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pokemon anime just ends because apparently it's doing bad and like the Japanese kids don't like it or something. The anime has 1012 16th episodes. So apparently so I asked I think someone told me this on Twitter, but apparently the official canon amount of Pokemon episodes is varying according to who you ask, because the Pokemon anime had like some episodes that were canceled because of like localization or because of like controversy or something. So like it's kind of hard to define how many Pokemon anime episodes there are. It's really weird. Just die, for God's sake. Draudigon. Next thing knows retaliate, so I'm kind of concerned about that. So I'm gonna use I'm pretty sure we're faster than this thing, so we can use reflect. Yep, told you. Never mind, I thought it would use retaliate. There were some episodes that were never aired anywhere in the entire world. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure the gun episode and the boo episode, you know, were never aired. Some gets unaired in Japan and international due to earthquakes and disasters, while some get banned from the US due to controversies. So, yeah, so it's very hard to define apparently. I think Noiver is such a bad Pokemon. So another flying dragon type Pokemon. Wow, so original. They should give Noiver a different type or something. The Porygon episode 2, yeah, it's too infamous. Maybe I have anime bias, but I don't think it's necessarily nostalgia that made Journeys, but it may likely be them dipping to finally retiring Ash. They did introduce the secondary protagonist in Go. But I thought people didn't like Go. I've heard like anime fans saying Go sucks and people don't like him. Oh, she's like the nice old lady. Oh, you're going already? Farewell then. If you're Pokemon, I'm sure you can beat The Last of Us. Her character is like she's the nice lady. I mean, at least she's memorable. I think she's the most memorable LE4 to me, compared to the rest of the like the Wikistrom and the water guys. So blah. And I think this guy Cybold is his name, but he's like the most challenging because water type are usually strong. He has Clauser, Gyarados, Starmie, and Barbarical. I think I can usually take most of his Pokemon with Venusaur, but Starmie knows Psychic, which is a bit of a problem. And look at that. Look, this effect looks very cool. Go was hated because of how he captures legendaries easily. People were calling him a Mary Sue or something. Like he's the Rey Skywalker Pokemon. People only like Go because he's gay for Ash. It's a water for Elite 4 too. Yes, he's the final. I mean, he's a start. I mean, there's no order, so. I mean, he's the most challenging one because he has a pretty good Gyarados. His team is actually pretty good. Like, even though there's only 4 of them. He's the art guy. You see, cooking is the type of art that disappears when it's completed. Pokemon battles are the same. Even memories of sweet victory soon fade after battle ends. He's the art guy. He doesn't draw anything. He's basically a modern art guy. He's wearing a dress, even though he's a guy. Very weird. He has that thing has a gun. We're gonna Mega Evolve this. Make out Cybold. Maybe me too. Did he just miss? The text goes by so fast. I didn't read that. Did he break the fourth wall by acknowledging that Exo is pretty forgettable? Maybe. He predicts the future. I hope we can tank one Psychic from Starmie because I think Starmie will be faster than us. Here goes nothing. I can't even use use my Gyarados because this thing knows Dazzling Gleam and yeah, Dazzling Gleam. Use Light Screen. Oh, that's not good. Oh, we one-shotted it. I guess Starmie's pretty like a weak Pokemon. Turns out like its defense, special defense. I mean, Gyarados. This is one Pokemon I have a little bit of problem because this thing knows Ice Fang, Waterfall. Earthquake, Dragon Dance, and Okay, I taught this my Lapras Thunderbolt just for this guy. Cause we need an electric type Pokemon for this thing. Oh no, that's not good. Persh song just in case. Oh no, that's not good. Does the AI switch out? I'm worried now. Oh, he's spamming Dragon Dance? Oh no, this is not good. I wonder if he's supposed to switch out. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's gonna. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's gonna use Earthquake. Because he knows Waterfall, Ice Fang, and Earthquake. And he used 3 Dragon Dances, so he's probably gonna attack now. So I'm gonna assume he's gonna. I don't know how the AI will, because he has his perish count is down. So I don't know if he'll switch. Oh, he actually does switch. Interesting. Actually, okay, this is interesting. I didn't think he would switch actually. The AI is actually smart enough to get rid of Pershong. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we're good. So the Dragon Dances were nullified. Can't really use Stone Edge against us, so. Hey, I actually used my brain for this time, using my Pokemon strategy. Yay! Again, what's your thoughts about the Bayonetta VA drama? I'm not a big Bayonetta fan, but I don't know what I'm more I don't know who to blame yet, the voice actors or the Platinum Games, because apparently the voice actor of Bayonetta was only off $4,000 for her role, so she declined because that's like a pathetic like money. But then they hired Jennifer Hale for the role, which is really weird because Jennifer Hale's a very famous voice actress. She voiced like so many characters. She's like in everything, but so I don't think Jennifer Hale would have voiced Bayonetta for only $4,000. So I'm like, I think this has something to do with more than money, because like I don't think Jennifer Hale will work for $4,000 for a role. So I maybe Jennifer Hale felt like she just wanted to do it. I don't know, but still, I don't know the detail. That's why it's hard to blame, because I think there's more to it than just the money. So, but still, like I feel bad for her though. Like she basically got Terrence Howard, you know, the guy who played War Machine in the original Iron Man, Rhodey. They screwed him over in Iron Man 2, you know. They changed it to Don Cheadle. Time for Diantha. Okay, she started with Halucha, then Tyrantrum, then Aroas, then Gorgeist, then Guljar, then Gardevoir. I mean, her level's still level 64 to 68, so I don't think this is a bit of a that bit of a problem. So let's do this. So yeah, the Diantha theme is really nice. I agree. Anyway, this Pokemon looks so beautiful. Look, oh my god. I'm gonna screenshot this and like post it on like Twitter and see like this looks better than any of the modern Pokemon games. Welcome at last, dear trainer. As you must know, I'm Champion Diantha. Wow, you barely appeared in the story, but you're the child I spoke to Lumia City and Coromine City, aren't you? Then that means you are also the one that dear Augustine said. Of course, how could I? So she calls Sycamore Augustine. She didn't even know who you are. You and your Pokemon are the ones who stopped Team Flare for us, after all. You barely did jack shit. She's basically Diamond and Pearl Cynthia. She didn't do anything. Do you guys think we're could get an Adventures manga inspired anime? Maybe. Okay, Diapha not even getting a 3D sprite is so bad. Why did Team Flare get a 3D model, but why is she a 2D image? It makes no fucking sense. And this fucking theme goes hard. Like, Masuda never disappointed with the music. Diapha and Sycamore, fucking, there's no way. I mean, are they like similar age bracket? Tyrantrum. Oh my god, this music goes so hard, man. I haven't heard this theme in a long time. I mean, okay, well, oh, this thing is a dragon type. I didn't realize that. Okay, so she's gonna use full restore probably. I don't understand how they could have released 20 Black 2 and White 2 and released X and Y in 2013. I'm pretty sure Black and White, X and Y's development was started after X and Y. I mean, fucking Black and White, like in 2011. Okay, she didn't use it. Hyper Potion, okay. Full Restore, I mean. Unless Sycamore's gay is impossible. Unless Diaph was actually a fanboy. Possibly. She has short hair. Aroas. Okay, Aroas is actually Rock and Ice type. So I was a little confused with that. This thing knows Thunder, so hopefully it doesn't kill our fucking Lapras. What do you think about Calistex? Well, I don't dislike it. Honestly, the fact that it's still kind of big, like the Mewmon being overshadowed. I didn't mind it because like you see all these Pokemon for 3D for the first time, so it doesn't like even the old Pokemon feel Mew, you know. So I'm fine with the old Pokemon looking. They didn't even have many Chaos Pokemon, so it's fine. Okay, Goodra, good. Okay, Goodra. We're actually pretty. Goodra knows Dragon Pulse, Muddy Water, Fire Blast, and Focus Blast. So I think we can actually set up Reflect and Light Screen for Gardevoir with Mr. Fluby Dick. Oh, we don't have fuck. I just realized we don't have. I got rid of Light Screen. I just wasted that because all of our attacks are special now. Ah, whatever. Oh, she has Gourgeist left. I'm sorry. I got confused. So this will be useful. Gogo is the first Genesis Pokemon introduced. It appeared in the last episode of Black and White. Oh, really? I did not know that. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure X and Y development was started like in 2011, before Black and White 2 came off. Gourgeist. I'm worried about Gardevoir. She's the only Pokemon that Gardevoir has pretty good moves. Moonblast, Psychic, Shadow Ball, and Thunderbolt. They're all very nice. Okay, last Pokemon. I guess I can just use a Parasol on this. Defeat the champion fast. I have 2% battery left. I'll try. Oh, there's no water is over. That's not good. Alright, this video won't be unlisted when it's over, so... Oh, that's pretty strong, actually. If we just stall straight moves now, hey. Plug your damn phone in, bro. Then maybe they're outside, Solar. What's... I understand. Let's probably use Moonblast after this. So this game, so sad this game has literally no interesting post-game content. There's the Looker missions. Oh, I thought Fairy type were weak against each other, so that's not good. I don't know what we'll use next, so starter. Just to use. Come on. Oh, no Shadow Ball. Oh shit. Please survive, please survive. Nice. Bye. Bye. Bitch. Whoop. Do they still make Surge version of games or that die with Gen 4? I mean, they made it for US Gen 7, so I mean US Gen wasn't a good game, but it's still a Surge version. So no, that was gone after Sword and Shield. That was gone in Sword and Shield because they announced in the game, like the direct when they announced the DLC. They said we're gonna stop making Surge games as sequels so we can make DLCs. I'm so choked up that's hard to know what I should say, but I'm just so glad to be at this moment that I was good enough to be the champion. After all, it gave me the chance to meet and battle with you and your wonderful Pokemon. Oh yeah, we also have one bonus battle with AZ, so that's really interesting. They have that in this game. I think this is the first like first like cookie like post-credit Pokemon game. Even with the 1.79 pound donation, thank you. Well done. Enjoy watching the playthrough. Thank you. Well, we're not done yet, so we're gonna watch the AZ video. We're gonna do the AZ, and we're gonna be here next week for the post game. So, Pokemon League without death. I don't get deaths on Pokemon League. Like I usually like die to random trainers that I can't prepare for. Like, that's how I lost Lucario, because that Steelix who had Earthquake. Yeah, AZ used the gym team for some reason. I don't get it. Brie Larson. Michael Drack. Draudigon. Floopy Dick the Mr. Mar. Igalo the Lapras. Fix the Pidgeot. And lastly, Hal Jordan the Venusaur. Yay! Congratulations on becoming Pokemon League champion. Thank you. A few days later, crowds of people gathered in Lumia City to celebrate the 5 defenders of Kalos region. And what? What? This is the same music as the beginning of the game. Anyway, this cutscene actually looks pretty good for Pokemon. Like, this looks better than any of those cutscenes of Sword and Shield. It's amazing. Back to the day when they actually animated cutscenes properly. What an amazing turnout. All of these people are here to celebrate your achievements. Thank you. I'm a superstar now. I like to the honor of Kalos for the bravery you showed battling Team Flare. Your text moves by too fast. Thank you. Also, the main character actually has like emotions here. Like, I don't know what the hell had happened in Gen 7 because, Caleb and Serena like makes like emotes like in this scene. So, what the fuck happened in with? And this guy's apparently really tall. This guy's like the tallest Pokemon like trainer that ever existed. Battle with me. Why did the security let this hobo guy in? I don't get it. I want to know what a trainer is. Where would you get the Pokeballs then? You're challenged by Pokemon Trainer AZ. Where would you get the Pokeballs, man? I think other than Serena, Caleb didn't have a... What? I think other than Serena and Caleb didn't have a what? I wonder what happens when you lose this battle. I never tried it, but what happened? Does anyone know what happens if you lose this battle? Because I don't think you even get EXP from this. It's like a bonus battle. Like, does this cussy still play? Seriously, the finale challenge had a team of 3. No, it's a bonus battle. Like, I think Oras ended it like this with Brandon and May. I'm looking at these crowd. At least it's better than like Sword and Shield or BDS Speed when they can properly like animate the fucking city. It's at least a city. And they actually put like the cinematics like is in here, you know. And then I just realized all these Pokemon are really old Pokemon, like Sigilyph, Gall, like it's all old Pokemon, ancient Pokemon. And that was pretty fun. He smiles. Oh, it's the meme moment! Thank you very much for battling with me. Now I finally feel free. He's literally 3,000 years old. Free from the part of me mired in sorrow, the part of me that built the ultimate weapon. Flop baby. That's 3,000 years old or something. I don't get it. How did this guy live 3,000 years old? The ultimate machine did it or something? It gave him immortality, I guess? Yeah, this moment is pretty heartwarming. I agree, but like... They should really need more time with development of AZ's character. It's been 100. I'll imagine if he says it's been 151 years. Oh, it's not Flop Baby, it's Fluette. Why did I keep switching up with Fluette? Flop Baby and Fluette. It's been 151. I love you, 3,000. It actually looks pretty like like they're actually really well cinematic animated cutscenes. Like it looks pretty like cinematic. Like even waiting for him to return to the man he was. The Pokemon loved Pokemon with all his heart. That's pretty cool. Love Pokemon. Is he gonna die instantly because now he's not like since it's Floette returned like. I think it would be pretty like cool, but I guess it would be pretty too dark for a Pokemon game. Like if he died right there, like he becomes like ashes because he's finally free, so he dies because he loses immortality. Masuda-san! Ah! Anyways, can't wait to beat another Pokemon game, guys. We did it. Anyways. It just said 3D art director is Taka Ono. He's the guy who directed Black and White 2, so Oh, Mori. Ah, planning director, sound director. Shota. His guy's little name is Shota. Huh. I mean, this game is a mixed bag, but I wouldn't. It's not good, but I wouldn't say it's bad. And I will admit I had more fun playing this than the recent modern Pokemon games because I wasn't miserable playing this. You know, there's a lot of stuff missing in the game, but I will admit I had fun playing this again. Okay. Thank you, Minshao. Thanks for the everyone. Thanks for and thank everyone for being here. Like X and Y, like. It's a very mixed bag. Like, there are like for a first like 3D Pokemon game, it's better than you think it would be. Like, it's better than Diamond and Pearl when Pokemon jumped to 3D. Like, the game's actually pretty optimized well, and like the game looks pretty good. Like, aesthetically, the game looks really good, and like there are some memorable moments in the game, and the map design and the puzzle design all are very good. But there's a lot of stuff missing in the game too. That's the big problem, and that's why we need a Pokemon Z that fixed everything, to fix all the issues, and like develop more of the characters for Lysandre and AZ, like everyone. Like that's why we need the Pokemon Z so much. That's the biggest shame about Pokemon X and Y. Like, and I think they're gonna just since this is the first 3D Pokemon game, I think they're gonna just instead of remaking it, I'm just gonna remaster it because it's the first Pokemon like 3D game. They don't even need to recreate the 2D graphics anymore. They can just remaster it. They could just upscale this. It has no annoying cutscenes, non-linear maps, and non-intrusive story. I guess that's fine. Yeah, exactly. There's no annoying cutscenes. It still felt like a classic Pokemon game. Like, this game doesn't feel like the modern Pokemon games we get today. It still feel like the Pokemon game like that's like in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Like it still feels like a classic era Pokemon game, you know? It's a shame this game like deserved more. But okay, but I can't honestly like I can't blame like Nintendo or Game Freak for releasing this game in 2013 because like with most games like I say Pokemon like used to delay their games, but to be honest, like the 3DS was already the 3DS was already 2 years old by the time 3DS by the 2013 rolled around. Like Pokemon, like the 3DS really desperately needed a new Pokemon game, so I understand Nintendo releasing a Pokemon X and Y like in 2013 in a non-complete state because like the reason why people buy Nintendo handhelds is because of Pokemon games, you know. So I think probably Nintendo pressured them to release Pokemon X and Y like in 2015, and like we needed a 3D Pokemon game bad like by 2013 because like every other franchise by then like has moved on to 3D, so that's why I understand why Pokemon X and Y was released the way it is. Like I can't really blame it. I don't call them greedy or something. Like it's what the franchise needed, you know, before the dark times, before the USM BDSP. Okay, I'll say about this game though, like they cared. They still cared about Pokemon and game quality when they made this game. That's why I still feel like classic Pokemon. Like if they waited until 2014, like the 3DS was already entering its like demise by 2014 because the 3DS was dead by 2015, by the way. So like it was too late. Like they put the Zygote story in the SM instead of making Z. Yeah, they made it to a Korok Seed quest, and then USM fucked him in much more than making him into just some hobo Pokemon like messing around in the cave. Hey, French like just a bunch of French text in the credits right there. I don't think X and Y have missed in this graphics. Like X and Y aesthetically looks pretty fine in my opinion. Like this already looks fine. I am misunderstood design decisions. World and plot Junichi Masuda. Okay, how the fuck do you forget who AZ is, you hack? Whatever. Okay, this credits goes. Execute producer Satoru Ishihara and Iwata, of course. And Satoru Iwata before he died. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad. Pokemon X. Do you have any clue why Pokemon Z was cancelled? I have no idea. Like, leaked files suggest they were actually working on it, but they canceled it midway. Apparently, I'm gonna assume they want to focus more on Pokemon Sun and Moon's development. A lot of good music in this game. Like, they put out like real sound instruments in the game. Anyways, Finn and Jake. And this is the end of the stream for real now. So I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go to sleep. So bye now. I'm gonna see you next week for the post game. Okay.